previous class we learnt about the alimentary canal, isn't it? That lesson is thorough for us now. Now we are going into the next new lesson. So which is the next new lesson? When the current flows. What's the meaning of current? What is the meaning of current? Electricity, isn't it? Why do we use electricity? Do we need electricity? Yes. Why do we need electricity? To do different types of, isn't it? To have light in the class? Yes. So we know electricity is needed for different activities, isn't it? For all our daily activities we need electricity, isn't it? What are the different uses we have with electricity? Now the light is gone, isn't it? There is no current. Now we are all sitting in the dark here, isn't it? So for the light to burn we need electricity. Then
For fan.
for fan to work the fan we need electricity. Then to have other appliances. Suppose we want to, yes, now current came, isn't it? So now you want to put on the screen here, white screen, that we need electricity. So like this, for all our day-to-day activities we need electricity. That is called as current, isn't it? So from work it is given there. From waking up in the morning, I turn the tap on to brush my teeth, there is no water, I am about to, so we know from the time we get up till the time we sleep, we do many activities, isn't it? For all that we need electricity or we need current. So in this lesson we are going to learn about current, how it is produced, then how the circuit is formed, all that we are going to learn. Now you listen to what Raju is telling us today, how difficult it is to manage a day without power supply. Even now that the current went off in the class, we were feeling hot, we cannot see the face properly, isn't it? All the difficulties. So when there is no current, we know how difficult it is to manage, isn't it? Now, what are the problems that you face at home on a day when there is no current? One by one tell.
If the current gone, we can't on the fan and light.
Yes, we cannot put on the fan. Yes, then we want to work the motor for the team. So like that there are different problems. If suppose electricity people tell, sometimes they tell us it from morning such and such a date message will come, such and such a date morning till evening we will not have current. So what does your mother do? It is 7 o'clock to 5 o'clock. She will get up in the morning at 5 o'clock and she will do all the work, isn't it? Washing and cooking and everything she will do. First what will we do? We will charge our mobiles also and keep, isn't it? We know if it is heavy rains during water floods and all that, how difficult it was 2-3 days when there is no current, what all will you do? We will even try to make the mobile work with the help of a battery, isn't it? Yes, so we know how difficult it is. So electricity is very important, which we cannot avoid from our life nowadays. In the olden days there was no electricity, but nowadays we cannot live without electricity. So here there is a small arrangement given, a small activity. Teacher told you to bring things. Did you bring it? Yes, you have brought it, isn't it? You have brought your things. Very good. So here we are going to do a small arrangement. We are going to make a small arrangement. For that what do we need? We need a battery. Then, yes, so you have a kit with you, isn't it? So what are the things we need? We need a battery. Then we need a wire. Then we need an LED bulb. Okay, so these are the 3 things that we need. So when I am doing here, same thing you will also do. Okay, so those who did not bring, how many did not bring? Everybody will go home and try it out. Now what have I done here? I have fixed it on a piece of, same thing what you have, I have fixed it on a piece of wood like this. Okay, so here I have a battery, I have a switch, I have a LED bulb and there is wire. So wire is going behind like this. Okay, so you also can do. I have done like that. What are we to do? we have to collect. In your textbook you can see the arrangement like the teacher has done it. Okay, now so here what is happening here? Here the battery is connected by the wire, isn't it? And that wire is going, here the switch is, you can see for the battery teacher has connected the wire. Okay, now give me the LED light. Okay, so one side of the wire, that is one terminal of the wire is connected to the battery, and here the other two terminals we are going to just connect it with the, so here you can see battery is connected here. Two wires are going from the battery, and the other end, the other terminal is connected to the bulb, and then you can see that from here charge is going and it is burning the bulb. So one terminal of the wire is connected to the battery, the other terminal of the wire is connected to the LED bulb there, and the charge, that is the current inside the battery, is helping the bulb to burn. Did you all do and see? Try and see, it's all burning. Yes, okay. So it is burning. So this type of arrangement is called as a circuit. That is, the battery is connected to the bulb there. That arrangement is called as a circuit. Okay, so what is a circuit? This is a circuit. That is, the bulb is, the battery is here, the bulb is here, there is a switch here, and there are wires. So wire is going from the battery here, it's connected to the switch, and then it is connected to the bulb here. So one terminal is connected on the battery, the other terminal is connected to the light here. So when you put on the switch here, it burns. So this type of circuit is called as a, this type of arrangement is called as a circuit. Now, when the bulb is connected to the battery, there is a picture which you can see in your textbook. How do you draw a circuit is given there. Did you see? How do you draw a circuit? Here. This we must learn. Okay. It has got a negative side and a positive side. This is the negative side and this is the positive side, negative, positive. Okay, battery has always got a negative and positive. So one is connected to the negative, one is connected to the positive, and that is connected to the bulb here. So when it is connected, the bulb will glow. This type of arrangement is called as a closed circuit. What is it called? Closed circuit. Why is it called a closed circuit? Because now here all the wires are connected and the bulb is glowing. Okay, all the wires are connected and the bulb is glowing. So this is called as a closed circuit. Now suppose I am not connecting this wire here. This is, will the bulb glow here? No, the bulb will not glow. Isn't it? The bulb will not glow. For example, so here the first one, that is, first one. This one is a closed circuit, isn't it? Why is it called as a closed circuit? Because the circuit is connected and the bulb is glowing. This is a closed circuit. So the arrangement when you make like this is called as a circuit. When the current flows from the battery to the bulb and the bulb is burning, that means all the wires are connected. Then this is called as a closed circuit. Now here in Darshana's hand, he's got, what circuit is this now? Closed circuit. Now remove one wire out of it. Going higher, now connect it. Now what circuit is it? What circuit is it? Closed circuit. Now remove one wire. Okay. Now is the light burning? No. Why is it so? Why is it so? Because one wire is disconnected. Isn't it? One wire is disconnected. So is it a complete circuit now? When does it become a closed circuit? When all the wires are connected. That from the source to the light. From the battery to the light, when all the wires are connected, that is called as a closed circuit. When one wire is removed from here, what happens? The circuit is not closed. The bulb does not burn. Then this type of a circuit is called as what circuit? Open circuit. Okay, this is called as an open circuit. In open circuit, the bulb does not burn, or the source, whatever instrument we connect, it does not work in an open circuit. So did you understand what is a closed circuit and what is an open circuit?
Yes, miss.
What is a closed circuit? Right? Yes, when the wires are connected like this, the bulb glows. This is a closed circuit. Then when you remove, that is, the wire is somewhere it is not connected. One place, any one place, it can be here, near the battery, or it can be near the bulb. Anywhere when it is not connected, that type of a circuit is called as an open circuit. So did you understand?
Yes, miss.
So what is a circuit you understood?
Yes, miss.
What is an open circuit? What is a closed circuit? That much you understood now. Now here in your textbook, you have two pictures given here. Do you see that?
Yes, miss.
In such situation, the circuit is said to be an open circuit. Here, both the pictures you see. First picture, how does it become an open circuit there?
Because that wire is not connected to the back.
No, battery is the battery, it is kept apart. Isn't it? Both the batteries are kept apart. So that is when battery is not touching one another. So that is an open circuit. In the second one, the wire is not touching the battery. There then the bulb is not burning. The bulb will not glow. When the battery does not touch one another, also the bulb does not glow. Plus, when the wire does not touch the battery, also the bulb does not glow. Then it is called as an open circuit. Yes. Now, some of your bulbs were not working, isn't it? Why is it so?
Because it's not connected like that.
It is not connected. You know, sometimes at home, you have a bulb. Suddenly, one day when you put it on, what happens? The bulb will go off. What do we say then? The bulb is fused. Isn't it? When we use the word fused, what's the meaning of fusing? What's the meaning of fused bulb? Don't know.
It's not working.
It's not working. Why? If you look inside your LED bulb also, here you can see that is a small thin what is that? Metal is there inside. Okay. Metal is there inside. Inside the bulb also I show with you, not the LED bulb, old type of bulb you can see. A small wire-like thing you can see inside the bulb. Right? That is made of very thin material. So, when that breaks, then the bulb will not glow. Okay, here also inside the LED bulb, there is a thin metal that has to touch one another. Only then it will glow. So, when the bulb is also fused, the circuit, the bulb does not glow. Then what type of a circuit is it? This is also an open circuit. Understood? When the bulb is gets fused, then that is also an open circuit because the bulb is not glowing. Now here we used a battery, a bulb and two wires. I am going to replace it with some other things. Okay, that is teacher has got few things here. Here, few things I have here. That is here I have a mini motor. This fan is there. Anybody got a fan? So here I have a mini motor and I have a buzzer also. So instead of the bulb, we are going to use the mini motor and the buzzer. Okay, mini motor and the buzzer. So here we're just going to connect this wire. Instead of, can you see, instead of the bulb, here I have the battery, I have two wires. You can see now here also sitting, can you see? Yes. So instead of the bulb, I have a battery, I have two wires, and instead of the bulb, what is this? A mini motor is there. Okay. So when I touch here, what happens?
The fan is turning.
Here, fan is turning, or else the motor is working. Motor is working. So here the motor is working. So what is the difference here? What is the difference in this circuit? What is the difference you saw in the circuit? Oh yeah, this is also a circuit, isn't it? What is the difference here? This is also a circuit. In this, what do we have? We have a battery and a bulb, isn't it? Here also we have a battery, wire and mini motor. What is the difference between these two circuits? That last year we learnt, isn't it? That is, electrical energy is converted into light energy. Here it is converted into mechanical energy. I am not asking about energy conversion, Gagana. Okay, what did I ask you? What is the difference between these two circuits here? Is there any difference? No difference. What is the difference? Yes, instead of a bulb, I am using a mini motor and we are making the fan to turn, isn't it? Yes. Now here, I have another two wires here. Now, what happened? Yes, I am keeping this aside. I have two wires. Here the first one, I connected here with the buzzers, that is red and green and green together you have to connect here, otherwise it will go off, get fused. So here I connected the red black wire to the black wire here. Now what type of a circuit is this? Open circuit, isn't it? Why? Because this wire is not touching anywhere, isn't it? Now what am I doing? Can you hear? Yes. When I am touching here, what happened? The circuit became closed circuit. Now what is the difference between this one, and this one? Three types of circuits I showed you. Isn't it? Which is what is the difference here? Here it is a light fan. Here I used a motor. Here I used a buzzer. What are the similar things? What are the different things?
Missing three things we are using battery and wire.
Yes. What are the similar ones? Battery is similar. Then wire is the same. What is the change?
The device
is different. Which are the devices I used here? I used a LED light, then a mini motor and a buzzer. So three devices are different, but the source of energy, that is source of electricity, is which one? Torch cell. This is called as a battery is called as a torch cell because we use this in torches. This is called as torch cell. So torch cell is same. Then the wire used for connection. What wire is there inside this? Do you know? It is covered with the plastic because we have to give insulation. Copper wire. Understood? Copper wire is used when we do connections like this copper wire. So inside this there is copper wire. So copper wire is the same. The source of electricity, that is the torch cell, is the same. What is different?
The
devices used for the circuit is different. Now you have a table given in your textbook there. So we are replacing the circuit using the buzzer and mini motor, and that also you saw, isn't it? So here you have to complete that table which is given in the textbook, which is that is circuit 1. Already given. Torch cell, bulb, copper. The wire used for connection, copper. Second one. Second one. Yes. Torch cell, mini motor, copper. Yes.
Third one.
Yeah. Third one.
Buzzer and
Buzzer,
copper.
torch cell, buzzer and copper. Wait. Now, down it is given which of these components are similar. Source of electricity. Electricity is similar. Right there. Source of electricity next to that right there. Similar. On page number 65. Page number 65. Source of electricity. Which one is similar they are asking. Akshaya, can you understand what teacher is teaching? Did you understand? Source of electricity is similar. Then device that uses electricity. Different. Devices that uses electricity is different. Then wire that conducts the electricity. Similar. Wire that conducts the electricity. Down in your textbook page number 65 there you have two circuits are given. Both the bulbs are not burning. Then two circuits are given. Both the bulbs are not burning. First one. What is the reason for the first one? The wire is cut there. Yes. So it is a open circuit. Second one. The wire is not connected to the battery. So that is also an open circuit. Now here we used copper wire, isn't it? Inside this circuit, what wire do we have? We have copper wire. So why do we use copper wire in a circuit? Conductor. Good, very good. It is a good conductor of electricity. Okay, good conductor because it allows electricity. What is the meaning of conductor? Conductor means a metal or a substance which allows electricity to pass through it. Have you learned about conductors? Not bus conductor. Okay. So what is conductor in which standard you have learned? Okay. So conductor means what? Good conductor of electricity means what? The metal or whatever substance that allows electricity to pass through it is called as a good conductor. So why are we using the copper wire here? We cannot directly connect that motor here to the battery. So from the battery to the motor or to the bulb or to the buzzer, we need a source to carry the electricity from here up till there. Okay, because we need something to carry the electricity from here till here. So this wire here is carrying the electricity from here to here. Okay, because we cannot connect this directly here. What are we using? We are using a wire. So what is the wire doing here? The wire is carrying the electricity from here to this device. So how can it carry? Because it is a conductor of electricity. It is a conductor of electricity here. The copper wire. By this green, the red and black is what? It's just a coating. It is a insulation because when we touch we should not get a shock. So that is why it is covered by a plastic coating, insulation it is called. It is insulated wire. Means when we touch, we do not get a shock. So here we saw that copper is a good conductor of electricity. Now we are going to do a small experiment to see if any other material can conduct electricity. Okay. So what the teacher has made us arrangement here. Can you see? So here I have made an arrangement. Can you see here? What did I do here? Here a battery is there, wire is going, a buzzer is here. One wire is connected to the battery's wire. Okay, one wire is connected to the battery's wire. The other two wires I have connected on a nail here. A nail. Okay, two nails I have put here. I have put two nails here. Okay, now what type of a circuit is this? What type of a circuit is this? here we are going to do an experiment to see whether any other substance can be used to connect, to find, we are going to find out which is the conductor of electricity. Okay, for that, if you have anybody has got a spinning tube, I will take a pencil. Okay, so I am taking the pencil. Here you can see now, taking the pencil and I am touching both here. That is, electricity from here just to reach here. Okay. So if I touch something like this, it will flow. Usually it should flow. Now this pencil, is it beeping now? No. So this pencil a good conductor of electricity? No. And instead of a pencil, I am going to use a screw, a metal screw. Okay. So I am going to touch this here. From this I am touching on both. So what is happening here?
The buzzer is
Electricity from here is flowing here. So the buzzer is working. So this one, is it a conductor of electricity? Yes. Isn't it? This is a aluminium screw. So this here, this metal is the conductor of electricity. Now here I am using a steel spoon. I am using a steel spoon. Again we will do try and see. Here, can you see here? Keeping this on top of this here. Okay. So here we can see that the steel spoon is also conducting electricity. Then what else can we use? Scale. Okay, we are using a scale here. Scale is made up of plastic, isn't it? So here I am keeping the plastic scale on that. Is it making noise? No. So which are the things that we use here in your textbook? Maybe you need some examples. No? Piece of paper. Yes. A piece of paper, a block of wood. This wood we can use. A piece of wood. Here. No, isn't it? It is not burning. Then steel spoon, plastic wire, rubber band, tin sheet. Tin sheet, not tin sheet, and we will use safety pins we can use. Okay. Safety pin. I am using a safety. So we need not take the same things which are in the textbook. We can take different other things and see. Okay. So here, safety pin is working. Nail is working. Here I have another nail. Nail. So nail is working. Screw is working. Steel spoon is working. Isn't it? So all these are conductors of electricity. Not only copper wire. All these are conductors of electricity. Which are not the conductors of electricity? Which are the ones which are not conductors of electricity? Yes, plastic scale. Then pencil, wooden pencil. Then a wooden block is then paper. Will we keep the paper? Will it come? No, it will not come. So paper. All these are non-conductors of electricity. Other steel, metal, whatever you use, they are good conductors of electricity. So here also we have to complete that table. Bulb glows, does not glow. Here we use the buzzer, isn't it? Buzzer sounds and does not sound. Current is conducted, not conducted. So that we have to write. And then take page number 66 here. Substances that conduct electricity are called conductors, and those which do not conduct electricity are called as insulators. Here I told you we have an insulation outside. What is this insulation made of? Plastic. Why is the plastic used there? Because it does not conduct electricity. So it is safe to use a plastic or paper or any other things which does not conduct electricity are used to give a coating for it. So they are called as insulators. The metals or the substances that conduct electricity are called as conductors, and the substances which do not conduct electricity are called as insulators. This much you understood? Yes. Good this? No. Water is different from electricity because water contains charge that we will learn later. Okay. Yes. Water you cannot take as conductor because electricity can be passed through water because water has charge. So water don't take now, that is not for you to study now. You don't take that. Okay. So here we are learning only two things, conductors and insulators. So this you understood. So what did we learn today? We learned when you arrange battery and wire and light, it's called as a circuit. When the bulb burns, it is a closed circuit. And when the bulb does not burn, it is an open circuit. Then conductors and insulators that we learned. Isn't it? So this much teacher taught you today. So what are we to do? You have to draw this circuit picture in the notebook. This one. Okay. So and write what is a circuit. A path is prepared for the current to flow from one terminal to another terminal. I am having class in the other class. One terminal to another terminal through the copper wire. Such a circuit is called as a closed circuit. Here did you see? The path is prepared for current to flow from one terminal to the other terminal of the torch cell through a copper wire and a bulb. The bulb glows when the circuit is complete. Such a circuit is called as a closed circuit. That you have to write. Then what is an open circuit? When the wire or the bulb fuses or the wire is not connected anywhere, the bulb does not glow. Such a circuit is called as an open circuit. That also you have to write. Okay. Then after this table you have to draw in your notebook and do that. Okay. And this one also. This one you have to do in your notebook. After that write what is conductor and what is an insulator. Here.